Welcome to Websites for Beginners. This is JP here, and today we are looking at the Element Pack Pro by BD Themes. And this is an Element Pack add-on for either your Pro or free version of Elementor. Now, BD Themes had actually released an Element Pack that is available, but that had always been only a single site usage. Now they have gone independent and they have released the Element Pack Pro, which allows you to use it on multi-sites, and we'll have a look at that in a very short while. So there is a website out there, and I'll give you the link in the description below where you can go and have a look at these guys. And one of the things, well, two of the things that have really impressed me about them is, number one, the sheer amount of widgets. Just look at that. 100 plus. It is overwhelming. It is really gigantic in comparison to any of the competition. And it covers everything you can think of. Well, some of them very basic, like maybe the audio player, and then you get some that are a little bit more complicated. But you really, did I say really? You really do get everything in here that you will need from an ultimate add-on pack. Sorry, no pun intended for another manufacturer there. But this is, well, ultimate, right? It's gigantic, it's galactic. I've been working with the guys from BD Themes, and I've been testing this plugin for quite some time. I've used a lot of these plugins, and this is where I want to come to the second point. And that is, with the sheer amount of these widgets, you can understand that there are definitely going to be areas that is going to be hicky sometimes. You know, maybe some sliders that's not working, or setting the minimum height, something like that, or excerpt length. These things may not be working properly. But I want to tell you that I judge anyone out there today on the internet based on customer service. I start with that. I start with how quick people respond. And the second thing is I measure at how quickly they fix things. And these guys get 5-star ratings out of 5 stars for both areas of that. So if you have any hesitation or any consideration whether you should be getting it or not, this ultimately is your decision to make. And we've got an abundance of videos and more to come here on the channel. You can check out those widgets from BD Themes. But ultimately, value for money in terms of how many widgets you get for the pricing, it's very difficult to beat these guys. Let's have a look at a few of the features that they load there on their website. Well, it's the basic things that you get from any other website, except there are a few more, and I'll be showing you that soon once we've gone through the pricing as well. The things that we can probably highlight here again is the support system, which I'm really impressed by it. And then you will be curious, beautiful color palettes. What is this all about? And I'll show you that soon as well. Timely product updates. Yes, they do update a lot, and they do get on those bug fixes. And then they include as much as possible design elements for you within those widgets that you can imagine. And they've got video tutorials, and on this website as well, we put them through the test. And then Woocommerce Ready. A lot of those widgets have, as you have seen up here, a lot of them. Woocommerce add to cart, cart page, categories, check page, carousel products, and tracking form. And just for those of you who are post widget crazy, look at the amount of post widgets on the site, recently updated, and new ones, they keep on growing. I mentioned at the beginning that they had originally had this product on Theme Forest where it's a single license, and that means a single site license, which I'm never fond of. On the other hand, if you're actually only going to make one website, the single license does work. But if you're like me and you want to keep, your options open and your wickets covered, you want to have as many licenses as possible. And that is what the Element Pack Pro is all about. You get two choices. You get the developer package, which is $99 a year for unlimited websites. And then look, white label branding. I've never used it. I have no need for it, but I know lots of people scream for it. And then we will be looking at the routine theme, the 60 plus ready-made pages, the 100 plus ready-made blocks, and then these things that I'm highly impressed by, the 1 year support. So $99 per year or you go for the 249 lifetime deal agency package, suitable for any agency. Or people like me who just want to be lifetime, even though I know I've lived half of it already. So for the lifetime, you're going to get this one difference here, and that is unlimited websites. Oh, two differences: unlimited websites and lifetime updates. So again, I always say to people, we are tempted to go for that lifetime deal. I'm one of those suckers. When I see something lifetime, I just latch onto it. And then I use it maybe in the end on 2 sites. And 2 sites, in the end, this probably works out cheaper. So think about it, make your decision, look at all the websites you have, look at how often you use it, and then you can consider this. I know there's been a discussion on this a lot that people have asked me, but we have to put it out there in the open that if you buy the agency package, you get a lifetime subscription, you pay once off for it, and it can be paired with the free Elementor, which means you don't have to pay anything for Elementor, but you're basically getting all those pro feature widgets. And I'm only saying widgets, you're not getting things like making custom headers and footers with this, but you're getting those pro feature widgets and above and beyond that you will get with Elementor Pro. So if you don't like the licensing system and you wished and prayed every night that Elementor could give you a lifetime deal and it's not happening, then this is your second alternative, that you go and pair this agency package with that one. Good, so now we've quickly looked at everything there is to see about the Element Pack Pro, and then you purchase it, and once you've purchased it, you will get this little zip file to open up after you have downloaded it. And you do not just upload this one, you have to unzip it and bring it into your Finder or your Explorer. And once you do that, if I click here, it will look like this. So let me have a quick run through of what do you get in here. And I would highly recommend that you go through the README file, as it contains everything that is included in the zip folder and what it's about, plus a few other important things. The demo content, they actually provide you with ready-made blocks. Look at that, all categorized: 4041 blocks, call to action, login blocks, services blocks, social share blocks, and many others that can be used directly in your Elementor. This is your JSON files, and I'll show you later on how do you bring that into Elementor. Not only do you have ready-made blocks, but they also provide you with made pages. So here's a lot as well, and I'm pretty sure these guys are going to be adding on more to come in the future. You have different sets like agency, business, consulting, event management, and gardening home pages, and we'll be looking at them also later when we go into Elementor. What else do we get apart from the demo content? We get documentation that will give you links to videos. You get extras, and I'll show you this also when we go into Elementor. You get plugins actually for FAQs, your frequently asked questions. You get a portfolio post custom type, as well as a testimonials post custom type. And then over here you get this little boy called Routen. And Routen is a very fast made theme that you can use with Elementor. It's made especially for Elementor, and it runs very, very quickly, minimum footprint. So we'll be looking also very briefly at this in this overview video of the Element Pack Pro. What else do we get? We get licensing, and this is just the normal blah, blah, blah licensing terms. And then in the plugins, you get 2 options. You get the zipped file that we will be uploading directly into WordPress. Or if you prefer to go into your structure within your WordPress, you can manually upload it here with this file over here. So of course, naturally, you have to extract all of these elements separately into a folder, and that's where the next juice starts to flow. Let's go into Elementor. Elementor, dear Watson. Let's begin at the very beginning, and that is that we are going to be installing WordPress, which we have already done. If I go into install plugins, you're going to see that I have Elementor here, and I'm going to be running the free version. I'm not going to go for the Go Pro at this moment. The next step will be to install, well, let's go install the Element Pack Pro first. So go to plugins, add new, and from our add new, we go to upload plugin. I bring in my extracted folder, go to plugin, and I grab the BD themes pack. I drop it on choose file and then choose install now. And it will go ahead and install my Element Pack Pro. And then as that, activate the plugin. And plugin installed successfully. And then plugin activated successfully. Let's have a look then at the plugins, and you're going to find that here in the dashboard under Elementor, Element Pack Settings. If you go into the Element Pack Settings, you will have all your widgets here, and here you can select or deselect the widgets that you want to display in the Elementor editor. You have also the third-party widgets. They're all just grouped here in different parts. And then if you are going to be working with those widgets like Facebook or Google, this is where you are going to be bringing your APIs. And then there's also a video tutorial here with a link to their other video tutorials. And how do we use this, Bob? Well, go to Pages. Let's go look there at our pages. I have here dual button. I've already set up this page, and I'm going to say, let's edit it with Elementor. And of course, if you know Elementor, you know how this is going to be working. And I need to make a few settings here. Let's go to element full width. What have I got over here going on? Ooh la la. Let's go into pages. Let's create a new page, add new, and we're just going to call this a test page. And then from here, I'm using Suki theme, and I'm just going to say over here, full width section content, and then no sidebar, and hide the title. Then let's publish it with this test, and then hop into Elementor and go test it over there. As we go into Elementor, you are familiar with this. This shouldn't be anything strange to you. And then as you scroll down here in the navigator on the left, you will get to the element pack, and I like it. They include the EP here. It's not extended play, but it's for Elementor Pack Pro. So you will see all their widgets are over here, the 100 plus. And of course, those that you have deactivated in the settings will not appear here. So from here, you can grab any of these guys and you can drag them in and you can begin styling. It's as easy as that. And everything is set out here in your content and styling options. And if you want to learn more about this, please look at the videos that we have here on the channel, or follow the link over to BD Themes where they tell you more about the Element Pack Pro. So while we are here in Elementor, let's go ahead and delete this one. Let's look at the demo content that comes with this plugin. So we have here our BD themes and then the plugins, and then go to demo content. You have ready-made blocks as well as ready-made pages. So let's have a look at how the ready-made blocks work and how you can get it into Elementor. There are two options that you can opt for. The first one is that you import all of these guys into your template. The second option is that you bring them in one by one as you please. So for example, let's say I want to work with this dual button blocks over here, and I want to bring in this dual button block. Problem is, you're not going to be having a preview here of it, so you won't know how it looks. But this is your choice. You either import them all into your templates and then preview them from there, or you go through trial and error, which I prefer because I don't like to import everything onto my site. That's just my personal choice. So let's go here and add a widget. And then from here, we are going to click here on import template over here. This is as easy as drag and drop, going to grab the dual button blocks one and drag it and drop it. And then it will load in here. And I've done that already previously. That's why you see two. Now you can preview it if you want to, and it will open a preview for you. And the preview is not going to look too snazzy because it's going to apply the sidebar and standard features. So just insert it and yes or no, up to you. And there you go. This is what you get with this Element Pack Pro add-on, which is a really nice feature. You get all these blocks with it. Like you look at there, lots and lots of blocks, and then also lots and lots of home pages. And if you go then and you play around with this block, you will find that almost everything in here is made out of the plugins and widgets that come with Element Pack Pro. This one over here, if we click on it, this is our dual button. This one over here is a scroll button. And I think this is the normal image box. So all of these are widgets that are drawn from the Element Pack Pro. That is very nice that they didn't only give us the widgets, they also gave us these ready-made blocks and also the ready-made pages. Let's exit back to Elementor. We can say leave it, we're not going to save it, and let's go have a look at what else comes with this pack add-on. I told you that there is actually a theme in here, and that's you are going to find under extras and then routine. And then we also have these other plugins that will go with it. We're not going to install these guys because once you install routine, it will also automatically request you to install these guys, because installing them will also allow all those blocks and pages to come in and work very well within this setup. So let's go into our appearance, we go into themes, and then we say add new theme, and then we choose upload theme. And from here, we're just going to grab the zip file of routine, drag it over choose file and drop it, and then install now. Why every time I say drop it, I just want to say drop it. It's so nice to drop that R. Okay, Buddha, let's go to the next one. Now we've installed the theme from routine, and we're going to say activate it, and then it will bring us into the theme. Let's go have a look then. Routine, there you go, it's installed, especially built for Elementor by bdthemes.com. And then it will recommend here that you install the following plugins: BD Themes FAQ, BD Themes Portfolio, and BD Themes Testimonials. And the easiest way to do this to make sure everything runs smoothly and is well lubricated, you just choose your begin installing plugins, and it will go through it. My website is probably going to give me a number of warnings because of host incompatibility issues, but do not be concerned about these boxes that pop up here and scare the living daylights out of us. And then once those 4 plugins are installed, we're going to activate them. Now, where do I go from here, my lovely? To the bottom, you go to return to required plugins installer. And next thing is we select them all and we activate them. And once they are activated, you will see here in the menu on the left of the dashboard, they will start to appear. So let's just give it some time. Let's quickly do a refresh there so that we can get them. There you go. So your frequently asked questions, post custom plugin appears here. There's a portfolio and then also testimonials. These are often plugins that you pay for. So it's very nice that these guys just threw it in there for you. Hey, go ahead, freebie of the day, man. Then it will also tell you there's another one they would recommend you install, Metabox. So that will help also with your custom post types. So go ahead and you can also go ahead and install that, and it's also activated then. You will then find under appearance, since we have installed the theme, there is your customizer as well as a sidebar generator. And this is not a video on the theme. We are not going to go too deeply into this, but I'll just quickly give you a rundown on the theme that you get with Element Pack Pro, which is routine. So you have all the normal stuff there, but for a theme that comes with this add-on package, it is really, really flexible and allows a lot of things that you can do with it. There is a number of menus in here. I mean, rather, let's go to headers. You have off canvas. You have many options that you can choose from. So that is almost, if you think of a single license, the price of a theme alone. And then you get all these extra functionality with it. And then, as I pointed out to you as well, then we have a sidebar generator as well. So let's see, did we, let's just activate this one as well, just for good measure. Activate. And let's go have a look at how our site will display now on the front end with the routine. So you see there is your normal header. There's a huge footer over here, which I would disable. And you can style this as you please. Good. Right. And that was Element Pack Pro by BD Themes. I am always the kind of person that I will point out the features and I will talk about that, but I will never tell anyone this is a must get. You must have it unless it is strawberry ice cream. Then I will tell you, don't even listen to me, go ahead and gobble it up. But when it comes to all these choices out there, different strokes for different folks, and we stroke them all differently, right? So this is absolutely your choice. My choice is I buy them all because I'm a sicko and I cannot help myself. But you will have to go and look at your budget. You will have to go and look at what your project is about, and you will have to make the decision as to what you want to achieve with it and look at the widgets that are there. Also go through the videos that we have here. There are tons more coming because it's 100 plus. They're updating it all the time. If you go look at their change logs, you will see it's weekly, bi-weekly updates, and they really improve and they really move forward. So let's have a quick rundown then on the Element Pack Pro that has been released by BD Themes, and this allows you to have license for more than one website. You can check out the link below, have a look at all the different features and widgets that they have there, and then once you've made your decision, please follow the link in the description below, and then you can decide on which of these packages are best for you. Also in the future, check out specials coming up, discounts from them, something that will be very, very nice just before Christmas in 2018. This is JP with Websites for Beginners.